In the regiment, all members of all ages and ranks continue to undertake physical fitness training and annual fitness tests. On the selection course, I like all the staff to take part in as many of the physical activities as possible to show the blokes that it isn't as hard to do as they think it is. In fact, we've got a 50-year-old staff sergeant. He's in there somewhere helping the guys along, and he actually did his selection course when he was in his late 40s.
Complete your resection and your navigation data sheet. If you have any problems throughout the procedure...
In this opening phase of the course, teaching plays an important role. Every man must possess a good standard of weapon handling, communications. Later in the course, his life may depend on this, first aid, and the key to the SAS regiment's battle role, navigation.
Have a look at your map, the marginal information there, determine the accurate age of the map, all right? And then, once you've determined the accurate age, what would you do?
The accurate age, then I'd multiply it by the years, like...
The annual change, multiplied by the annual change. All right.
1744, 45.
Meanwhile, the runners are coming in on that first timed run. The ones you see here, who have finished well ahead of time, will receive quite a boost to their morale, while the ones that come in well behind time, or behind time, will have their morale shaken. And they'll have trouble raising their confidence to complete later activities, especially as those that failed have to do this activity again. But it's not as simple as that. The fact is that we're looking for the guy that puts in 100% effort all the time, whether he finishes 2 or 3 minutes ahead of time or finishes 2 or 3 minutes behind time. We know in that case he's going to be trainable and that he's going to be trustworthy in time of combat.
Remember what I said, I want you to keep walking around until you cool down.
18, 11, 18, 13, 18, 17.
As well as being kept spotless, weapons must be kept within arm's reach at all times. In the old days, if you forgot, they'd tie them to you, and that includes when taking a shower. By the way, that's the 50-year-old staff sergeant.
In the afternoon of the first day, we take them to the old theatre, where they undergo their physical training test. This test is conducted to determine the base level of fitness throughout the course. And by linking the results of this test with what we've seen in the morning, we can come up with a fair overview of characteristics of people, and we can link the names of the people who have performed poorly in the morning with the ones, if they perform well in the afternoon, it leads us to draw certain conclusions about those particular people.
Here on this course, the men have to achieve a pass in the basic Army physical training tests. Each one of these men should be capable of doing between 12 and 20 heaves.
What you're about to see may shock you, but it is necessary to use this as a benchmark in the work-up phase of the course. The 14.5 kilometre run in 90 minutes. Each man carries a rifle, 3 magazines, 2 full water bottles, a cleaning kit, a day's rations, all up weighing 10 kilograms, not to mention his greens and GP boots. They've known since they were accepted for this course the ground rules for the activity. Many of them won't have pushed themselves that hard in training. Today, as you'll see, they'll have to.
A few of the DS, like, they were running along with a lot of the guys, and they'd say, well, if you keep up with me, you'll make it easy. And a lot of things like that which sort of made us, keep going.
125 and 12 seconds. Over here. Come on, Dave, finish it. 125, 29.
I remember seeing the finish line once until I crossed it. After I just remember looking up into the faces of the guys around me. I know I think I had a ton of water sprayed over me while I was laying there. I had a few blackouts. After it was all over, I was glad I had done it. I